Hello, everyone. Welcome to totally not the second attempt I have at streaming today. You get everything set up, and then Stream Element tells you that you set up to stream the wrong game. No, anyway, hi, I am Creatrix Tiara, queer lady magician, now stage magician playing Genshin Impact, coming to you from Melbourne, or the Boonwurrung Woiwurrung lands of the Kulin Nations. I pay my respects to traditional elders past and present, and to any indigenous people watching at present. Sovereignty was never ceded. Right. So yes, I am Creatrix Tiara, queer lady magician turned PNG tuber. I had my debut on last Sunday. We played Ace Attorney Just for All, the Mask Galactica stage magic case. And I'm going to start streaming Genshin Impact on Thursdays because I find the updates usually show up on Wednesdays my time. And you know, Wednesday evenings I'm usually like booked up with something else. So try to start a stream schedule. Some of you who are here from my first test would have seen me mess around with Genshin Impact. And then I forgot to put the record function on. So there's no proof of this. But here we are. Streaming Genshin Impact 3.4 update. I have seen certain screenshots of certain bits. And you know, there's that, you know, the announcement sort of trailer thing they did. So that's as much as I know about what's going on. The reason I have on the load screen is because I know with new updates, as soon as you go in, Paimon like starts like shouting at you about something, and so I wanted to capture that. So this is my first look. As well as, I mean, a lot of people would have had like a day to do this already, so I'm a day behind. But here we go. Also, a heads up, my internet tends to cut out around this time in the evening. I just have it late because I'm looking for work at the moment. So if a job comes up, it'll have to be the evening. So apologies if the internet is blah. If I start sort of cutting in and out, I upload the VODs on my YouTube afterwards. So it's youtube.com/creatrixtr, or search creatrixtr on YouTube if that doesn't come up. That should work though. And you can catch up with stuff there. You know, the first Ace Attorney Just for All videos there. There was a test stream of the Invite Valley up there too. That's unlisted, so ask me one link. And then this will go up in the next couple of days afterwards. You know, I'm recording it on my end too, so it'll be like a clearer recording than maybe what's showing up on Twitch. But hello, while we wait for this game to load, very slowly. Yeah, it's
Time flies so fast. Before you know it, Lanterite's almost here again.
What did I tell you?
Liyue must have already started preparing for the most important festival of the year, right? Hopefully Paimon will be able to check out tons of great food again this year.
What did I tell
Anyway,
you? Oh.
let's go to Liyue Harbor and see what's up.
Are you done, Paimon? Paimon, are you done? Yes. Okay. As I told you, as soon as you open the game and there's a new update that's come out, Paimon starts yelling at you or something. I'm on, I believe this is the boat because I was doing not the wind race event. There was one where it was sort of like a parkour event, but I did like a couple and I've just been caught up. I haven't touched this game in a while, so let's like clear some errands. What's the shop trying to sell me? I am a free to play. We've got Ayaka's outfit, this Fontaine outfit. So just a sidebar. Part of the reason I'm doing these streams, and especially in the stage magician garb, is that I'm really, really looking forward to Fontaine. Because Fontaine is supposed to be like kind of stage magic-y, carny, circus themed. Very steampunk so far, but and I really want to like go through it and maybe talk about the stage magic stuff if they do more of that in Genshin Impact. But also this is kind of sort of my audition tape. Because I really want Genshin Impact to Hoyoverse to hire me to help with the stage magic parts of Fontaine, or like any area really, but especially Fontaine. So Hoyoverse, if you're watching, hi, please hire me as your consultant. Let me help. I have ideas. So Ayaka has an outfit from Fontaine. Can I see what she's wearing? I'm playing on my computer screen on OBS, so everything's a bit smaller. Based on the Fontaine dresses in the light novel illustrations. So she's cosplaying more than she is necessarily gone to Fontaine and got this. Interesting. And then Welkin Moon, as I said sort of briefly, I'm free to play. I've not paid a cent, not for like any like, oh, I'll never pay. It's just like, I want to see how far I can get without like paying anything. I'm enjoying myself so far. I'm not like after like strong abyss teams or whatever, you know. Although this Mitazu, I've been sorely tempted. Nahida and Kazuha especially, because those two are fun to play. Those two are super fun to play. I really, really want Nahida especially, because Hacker Girl. Oh, there is a survey. Oh, right, because I haven't actually like touched this game in like 2 weeks, just because I've been a bit too busy. Oh, I think I get the thing when they're like, come back, we missed you. That must be it, right? Yes, Stellar Reunion, I get these. Oh, I get to see what these are. Ah, I never realized that. I played through the 3.3 update like super quick. Like I was done in like a day. So this is like, we haven't seen you in 500 years. We missed you. So this is fun. I'm gonna explore your monitor. Why it's still red? Why are you still red? Don't be red. Yeah, so this is the lantern event. It's Lunar New 恭喜发财新年快乐. That's as much Chinese I know. Why is it still red? It's like claim. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we got this. Alright, yeah, so we got lantern quiz, we got our dailies. I have a spreadsheet of various tasks, quests and stuff that lead to something interesting. So it includes like, there's a lot of stuff in the dailies where it's like, I like quests, give me quests. And then there's the, I'm really excited for this one. This world quest, because it involves best girl, Jet. So we got this, that's the Chinese New Year one. Well, Lantern, right? That's I'll hate them. Let's actually, let's unlock it later because it's gonna trigger that quest now. I'll hate them. Kind of a sassy ass. What's this? Okay, so that's the daily logins. Yes, thank you. I want to pull. There's always pulling it. I might pull for I'll hate them. I'm trying to get more Dendro. Dendro is cracked, by God. Dendro is super cracked. I only got Kole at the moment as my only Dendro and the Traveler. But Dendro is super good. So that's the trial run. I'll hate them. Zhao I've got. Yao I'm interested in. More than I'll hate them actually. Because of the healer. I always want more healers in my team. I had Noelle for a long time. She was great. But I'm sort of slightly, she's level like max friendship. Better a little bit. Because I'll show you my team. So there's Yunjin. I want to use her more. But that boss, that freaking boss, the Wolflord, I cannot. Why? And Xinyan I don't have. So this is, so that's I'll hate them thing. There's the new area. I'm very excited about that. The new thing. I usually just tackle with these guys, the new overworld bosses if there's stuff I need. Although I have 3 characters that need that ruined serpent that's in the chasm, and oh my God, I can deal with that guy. He's just very boring. He's very tedious. I'm sure there's a better way to fight him than I have, but I want to do an Ace Attorney team. So it's like Hazel, Kuki Shinobu, Yanfei, and like the 4th is probably Yelan, because I couldn't really think of like a 4th character that could work that I had. But like, Yanfei's a lawyer, Hazel's a detective, Kuki Shinobu's sort of also a trainee lawyer. She doesn't do law now, but she's learned it. And then Yelan was like, close enough to being an operative or whatever. But 3 of those, Yelan, Kuki Shinobu, and Hazel all need that ruined serpent boss. Why? Yanfei I have on my team. She's like a spell time, so I want to get this. Yeah, I don't. There's the Abyss. I've played some of the Abyss. I'm like not. I mean, it's fine, but it's not like I don't have enough characters built up to actually go through more beyond like the levels I have, and also it's like, I like quests. I like stories. I like doing things for people. That is my jam.
There was a glorious
kingdom
thing established among the heavens.
Yeah. We know what this is. I'm sorry. I know some people are like, let's do this. So you never played. We've played this. Yeah, like I said, free to play. I've not paid for. I think with the battle pass, I've contemplated getting the Welkin mode and the battle pass before, but I am slightly short on funds. Well, I mean, having a pie, but like, don't know, I need to be frugal. That's why I'm also looking for work, which is why my schedule is like this. Where was I? Yes. So, and also the battle pass seems to be more worth it if you consistently log in, and I haven't been. And let's see, we've got, oh yeah, the quest we've looked at, like, it's gonna stay red because, of the I'll hate them thing I haven't unlocked yet. And wishing! Let's see who's on the manor. We've got I'll hate them. We've got Yao Yao, Yunjin, and Xinyan. 3 out of 4 I don't have, so I mean it's fun to like collect characters. And Zhao on the other banner which I have. That's the weapons. I don't like super pay attention to the weapons, honestly. And then you'll standard banner. Yeah! So this is my team right now. Is Xingqiu, Kole, Yanfei, and Raiden Shogun. Raiden was my first ever 5-star. Holy shit. After I got her, someone from the this Discord I'm on, Genshin Nursing Home, we sort of players that are like sort of all the older side. Someone helped me like sort of grind the Thunder Manifestation, a boss that gets her drops. Ah my god, everything was like 5,000 times easier after I got Raiden. I was like, how do I live without her? And then like Yanfei was like, I needed a better pyro and I couldn't get a better pyro for ages. And then Yanfei showed up. You know, like it was like a last year update where it's like this year, so I didn't right, we could choose a character. It chose Yanfei. She's been good. And Xingqiu. Okay, I know a lot of people like Xingqiu is super crack. He's really good. I did not really like Xingqiu. Like I found him really clunky. He's my main Hydro person. But I only ever use him if I really need Hydra for something, right?
Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new releases today. Might we add a small detour to our adventure?
Yeah, shush. I knew a book one, but hang on. But then I sort of leveled him up a bit, you know, like leveled up his talents and his artifacts and stuff. And he got a little better. But Dedro, Kole, Xingqiu, Dedro and Xingqiu freaking cracked, man. Things are done in 5 seconds. You get Kole, you get Xingqiu, you add on like Yanfei or Raiden or whoever. They are done in 5 freaking seconds. Oh my god. Cracked as hell. What the hell? So that's why Xingqiu is here. And then he also gives me some healing. But I really like them food one. So, okay. So, here we go. What shall we do first? I mean, none of the dailies are like particularly interesting to me right now. And we've got the world quest. Let's go celebrate Chinese New Year with people. So let's go to Liyue Harbor since we're here already. Where are we going? Ooh, what the heck is happening? I've got rewards, reputation quest. Yeah, that's the other thing, my reputation quest that I should have been doing for a while and forgot. I'm trying to get all the recipes, which is another reason why I keep track all the quests. And so I'm turning this into MasterChef. Oh, there's like new... Okay, so it's like there's new people to play TCG with. I've played a bit of TCG. And I can release stuff at the little Aranara, little like big plant thing. Okay, anyway. So back to Liyue Harbor. This is hard to see like on one tiny screen. So apologies if I can't read. I have only one screen and I'm having to play this on OBS, so like the screen is even smaller. One of these cells I'll afford a second screen or just a second TV. I'm playing I connect to my TV. Yes. Anyway. Hello, people who are watching. Can't tell. Like, obviously we got a few viewers. Chat's pretty empty. Say hi over here. Alright. Oop. Cutscene.
Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first. Huh? Xiangling? What a pleasant surprise meeting you here!
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine.
Hello.
As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Ooh, how have I been? Things have been going alright, I guess. I mean, life. for both the traveler and I.
Setbacks are inevitable over the course of a long journey. If you wish to share what's troubling you, allow me to lend my ear. There is no need to shoulder all burdens by yourself.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thanks, bro.
You are too kind.
Xiangli, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Chingsa village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Xiangli prefers the finer things in life, right?
Sorry about you, what nascent is again.
Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
Excellent, Paimon. Nice.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Oh, you're gonna go for errands
Well
again.
then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
So, my two options are I've never had anything like it and I'm already drooling. The problem is I've had bamboo shoots because they're fairly common in Chinese cooking. I'm not a fan. like and pork, I mean, I grew up Muslim, so I didn't eat pork, and even though my faith is whatever. I don't eat a ton of pork anyway nowadays. So I don't know if it's an option for not my thing, but I'll say I've never had it because I just I'm the traveler, right? I'm not playing myself, so I'll say I've never had it.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Paimon's got it. Ooh, she's got the Conria eyes. Paimon's got the Conria eyes. Dun, dun, dun.
I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Yeah, we know your game, Xiangli.
Let's go, traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
Alright, you see I've named the traveler Minali, which is nothing to do with Tiara. Minali is a name I use for literally every game character I ever make. It started off as a name I used in a 2014 NaNoWriMo novel from the word liminal and sort of rearranged the lyrics because Minali, you remove one L. And then I started using it in a Homestuck themed D&D game that took place over Reddit. And then it just stuck as a name for every game character. And it took me a while to clock, but there is an Aranara named Ara Minali, and I was very excited. I didn't notice it until I was sort of googling the name Minali and what? There's an Aranara with that name. So yeah, I don't know Minali I think does have a meaning, but it's just the word liminal. Take out one L and rearrange the letters. Ready, go when you are.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has gotta get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
Paimon's tired of
However,
everyone's bullshit.
there is no need to rush. The streets of Liu will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
It's been 20 minutes and we're just in this one cutscene. Normally I like breeze through all of these. I just sort of speed read and like button mash my way through.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, young Lee.
Take care now, you two.
And I'm not saying that as a person who's like, there's too much text. I actually enjoy the story. It's my favorite bit of this whole game is the story and the quest and stuff. I'm just a speed reader too, so I read the whole thing faster than the voice actors can like get to it. But I guess, you know, because we're streaming, it might feel real. It feels a little rude, so I'll let them have their moment in the sun. But it's like it's already 20 minutes in and we haven't done anything. So we need bamboo shoots from somewhere. What else do you need me to do while I'm here? Right. Oh yeah, so that's so where does he need these bamboo shoots from? Let's see, it's up there, up. Oh, very close to Wowang Hill is where he said it would be, very close to a teleport point. Excellent. Alright.
Bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
Aha, bamboo shoots. Oops. You transition between games and you kind of forget what everyone's controls are. Like I have
It should be enough. Let's head back.
I have an
Help!
Oh, nope. Never mind.
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there.
Where from? Yeah, I have an Xbox, a PlayStation, I have a Switch. I haven't played on the Switch in a while though. Yow! Hello!
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
Oh, bless this child. It's a fontaine, dude!
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so
Magician.
much.
It's a fontaine,
That
dude.
was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa, she's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Hello.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine.
Flock of
I
teeth,
came
hi!
through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue
Dvorak.
Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was
Named after
completely
a
lost.
keyboard layout!
Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't
Yes.
let your mind wander.
Oh my god, I can't get
As
over
long
the
as you
fact.
watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
He's named after a keyboard layout. Is that how you pronounce Dvorak?
Are you
Dvorak.
hungry, sir?
I mean, I will be in half an hour.
I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only
Aw,
natural for
so
me to
cute.
extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up.
Eat!
I
Eat!
still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us? Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon!
No. Very Asian auntie, this girl.
You're welcome.
Always have food and always have food to share.
So tasty. If only there were more.
The Sumpter pieces share.
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing.
Oh my god.
If I'd known I was gonna run into you, I would have made a second batch.
Does she know
Hope you're taking
Paimon?
notes, traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you
Emergency
think,
food.
sir? Are Levi's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way.
Mondstadt is Australia.
As for
confirmed.
Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Ooh, why did they make it
Sounds like you
Fontaine,
spend
bro?
a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Ooh, what's this?
Iridescence tour?
Doesn't ring. I mean, I've actually performed in a thing called Iridescence, which is queer people of color sort of cabaret, mini festival cabaret is one part of it, by the beautiful Mama Alto, that was held at the Hairhole a few years ago. The Hairhole, which is closing down. Melbourne people, FYI, queer bookshop space, performance space. I have very complicated feelings about the Hairhole, but let's put it that way. But what is it? What is it?
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation.
Sign me up, please. Yeah, Mama
At
Alto's
least
cool as hell.
all
Yep.
the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music
That's why
festivals.
Jinyan's here. And
But
Yunjin.
I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they?
Dvorak
Just tell us already.
sounds super familiar.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Oh, I love listening to stories.
You want details from me or from
You wanna hear
Dvorak?
it too.
Flock of teeth.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word.
Not Venti.
My ancestor
Maybe
tried to run
Venti.
after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake.
Does she have
People
sword?
now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Aw.
Wow.
Exactly. It may just be a legend to others, but for me, it's a real part of my family history.
This is very cute.
I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack. I've spent many
Ooh,
years on the
hello.
road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth.
Hey, Robin, Dick
The
Fat,
wish
thanks
that
for the
I've spent
follow.
half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower, Chris. Which is the best part,
Paimon's so food.
because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again! Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
Oh my god, Paimon.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Thank you, Rob,
Yes,
Benedict
in
fan.
fact, that's an
Thank you, that's
intriguing
very
story in
sweet.
and
I'm
of
doing
itself.
okay. I'm just watching this play out.
I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music.
Yep, Venti.
So I prayed for the Animal
Spoilers.
Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue, so I followed their
There we go.
advice and made my way here. Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me
It took so
eventually.
long, it's already morning.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies
yeah,
from
yeah.
Jinsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on and so on.
Don't be a killjoy,
Don't worry,
yeah.
Yayo. We have a lot of experience
She's
deciphering
like,
omens
we
and
can't
stuff.
reveal that we know Rex
And
Lapis
anyway,
personally.
you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Uh-oh. Did he?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the statues of the Seven along the
Rex
way.
Lapis is scamming him.
Oh dear. Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu? I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Qixing know just about everything. If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back.
Instead from like
And if the wind was
a
telling
lovely
the
legend
truth,
story
if
to
you
like a
wanna keep
scam.
looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
Wow. Are we gonna Ace Attorney this
But
as well?
you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at
Child
all.
labor.
You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
Let's go.
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide.
Oh my God.
Remember to watch where you're going, okay?
Okay.
Paimon's out of a job. Oh well. Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
You can eat all the food. Okay. Where are we going? There's a thing that involves thieves. I will ignore that. A random event can stay random. Alright, where am I going? Liyue Harbor, right? Yes. Oh, a little bit north of Liyue Harbor. Okay. Yeah, it's just hard to see on my tiny little screen. It's like a section of a screen of a screen. La 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 la, we just wait for everything to load. My internet's not great at the best of times. This goes my building's internet is not great at the rest of times, so there's not much I can do about it. Okay, we are needed somewhere a little north of here. Oops, I went that way. Whee! Let's fly. And land on the shop. I want MatPat to do a game theory on whether wind gliders are viable physics-wise. I imagine the answer is no, because I don't know if they can make a wind glider that's sort of strong enough to hold human weight, but you never know. Fiberglass. Like, it's basically controlled falling.
Wow. Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
Oop, something's happening. Yeah, sorry I'm a bit quiet today. I just want the game to like show off. Oh no! There we go. No, the game hung a little bit on my end. Kong si ni ya kong si ni. Xinyan!
Hi, everyone.
Knew you were here.
Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends.
Oh, they know
They
each
are-
other.
Traveler Paimon and Mr. Dvorak, right?
Oh, how do you know them?
I've
Oh,
known
probably
them all
from
for
the music
quite a
festival.
while.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence tour,
Oh, yeah,
Xinyan
of
was
course.
one of the few
Of
people
course.
willing to give me the time of day.
Of course.
Well, feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I think he's mentioned this tour before previous
I'm
updates.
so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from
Run the fucking
materializing.
mood.
Is
Especially
that
COVID.
right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival?
Yes, please. Yes.
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of
Yes!
planning and personnel.
Yes!
Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even
Correct.
if we were to start putting something together right now, I
Correct.
think it'd be too rushed.
Very correct. As someone who's
Wait,
organized
But
events
we're
and
going to
festivals
meet
for.
the Liyue
Correct.
Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's
I mean,
right.
it would be very
Miss
hectic if you
Kuching
put
and
it
Miss
together right
Ningguang
now.
can make anything happen.
Maybe
You mean-
doable, but hectic.
What?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
Be a huge hit.
That's the
I'm very scared,
spirit.
though.
See? Even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the
Aw.
performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists.
Yeah. Xinyan, our
My
artist
friend
booker.
Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe,
Oh, hell
we
yeah.
should be able to get something going.
It's the funding.
What
that's
about
been
you,
the problem.
Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for?
Yeah.
If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Yes.
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
I mean, do it, but also I'm scared.
Okay, I'll give
Yeah.
it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess
At least
my
you're up for a
shopping time's
challenge.
getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan!
Alright.
So about the senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now. Is that anyone we know? Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before.
Aww.
Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know
Her
you
dad's
must have
there.
looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
I got Cloud Retainer next to me. Well, baby Cloud Retainer. I had the mini Sealy, but they're very noisy. Whereas this one's quiet. Man, it's like 45 minutes and we've barely gone through a few cutscenes with this. We need to go upstairs to the terrace to put on a music festival in a few days. That seems very hectic, but like the most hectic bit's usually getting the funding, and if they can get basically the government to give them funding right now, that like actually resolves like half your problem. Honestly.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Sure.
Oh, calm
Madam
down
Ping.
now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
Random Ping playable, please.
I haven't seen you in days, Master!
She's playable.
I've
I'm
missed you.
fooling for her. Aww.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the lantern rite, are we?
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Chishi.
And we completely forgot about Zhongli's
Hello,
bamboo
ma'am.
quest.
I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
Oh, right!
Yes.
Madam Ping,
Let's
how would
add
you
music.
feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Audience research. Yes, already. Love
Why,
it.
not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations.
Even organizer explains
Times
Genshin Impact,
change,
apparently.
and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
This is great. This is what even organizers
Hear,
are
hear.
looking for.
I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
She's great.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao
Suspiciously
Yao,
sweet.
whatever have you been feeding them?
Food. I just fed
Master,
them.
you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with. Yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
No. Alright, so. Okay, so. We need to look for Ganyu. We've been sidetracked so much.
Body and mind.
It's 45 minutes in, and we've barely gone through. We have bamboo shoots that are still being in our bag. They are very cute characters, yes. Madam Ping is great. She gives you this teapot, which is like a Sim style house. I barely use it, just because decorating is a bit of a pain. But there you go. There's Ganyu.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs,
Yeah, I'll show the teapot
please
later.
remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu.
I'll take my leave now.
So given how long this cutscene is, I'm gonna go on some dinner BRB.
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
Maybe.
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet
No,
flower
I'll
seeds
just
as
pay
well.
I'll open it in a second.
Also, these dried Chingshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself
Honestly,
too
right?
hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again.
Can you
This
just
is weird.
nap?
It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Oh my god, honestly. Carry on people failing me, offering boring. Where's right? Oh my god, more whimsical places to stay in 2023. Taiwan, shush.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
The Vorjak.
Paimon will do the honors.
Okay, great. Like, you're not having to repeat this story 500 times.
What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it
Good
again.
marketing manager, love it.
It may be a little
Yeah, no
difficult
shit.
to make this happen.
It's short notice, a festival. Yeah, no shit.
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received.
Spoken like a
It
true
would be
predecessor.
quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
Not bet everything, just a little bit of funding. I'm sure you have some spare.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Emerging
Therefore,
artist,
we will
man.
not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities.
Hey,
Some
there you
live
go.
music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks.
This is very accommodating, funders, honestly.
Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given
See,
the idea
audience
their
research,
blessing,
very important when you apply
I'm
for art funding.
confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration.
You need reference letters.
Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
I figured this out in 2
Yes,
seconds.
Certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
They already have artists in mind. Like, phones are not a thing in this universe. I just email them like, hey, are you available right this second?
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever. I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything.
She's so wise
I'm
for
good
her
at taking
age.
care of people, so that can be left to me.
Aww.
Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
Free food. Free food's not a word, is it? Free load. Oh,
My
sorry.
backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of
Everything.
your favorite dishes next
Yeah,
time
yeah.
we meet.
Paimon likes everything.
Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like? Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Oh, okay.
Here's what I've drafted so far.
Wow, that was quick.
Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a
Show
single
me
thing.
the proposal. I want
Perfect.
to read it and copy
Then
it
we'll
for
leave
my
it
grant
as is.
applications.
I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping
That
up
was
our
quick,
discussion
right?
here.
Yeah.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this.
It's very quick.
I will inform the Qixing
Normally
of
it
this
takes
development
weeks.
immediately.
Months even.
Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank
I
you
mean, I
for
say that
bringing my
someone who
herbs.
applied for grads at
I will make
last
sure
second.
to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
I will.
Okay, I should be
Trying to
getting
get
back.
this idea as well.
If Yao-Yao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone,
Someone
I'm sure
actual
that
parents.
the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy lantern rite.
Yay!
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime.
Okay. Stay put and wait for 2 hours. I have never gotten this. I have gotten wait, like usually it's like come back at this time. I have never gotten stay put and wait for 2 hours. I mean, you can, there's an in-game clock, so you can adjust for that. But you know what? I'm going to cozy up. Well, I'm not gonna leave this for like actual 2 hours. This is so weird. I've never seen this before. And I really don't think they mean like 2 hours in game time, because that would be ridiculous. No, not 2 hours in real life time. But what I will do to sort of add to the illusion of this maybe is that I'm gonna go and heat up some dinner. And I'm not even gonna put a be right. I'm gonna be right spin. You know, I'm gonna put a be right back skin. I don't know. I know it's not like actually 2 hours, right? But I don't know. Okay, I'll be quick about. Okay, let's see what happens first. The game hits 2 hours, or I warm up some TV dinner. BRB. One of you can report to me when the thing changes. Okay, dinner is 2 hours.
Greetings,
I
Traveler,
came back from my
Paimon,
microwave.
And Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching.
Exactly 2
Ganyu
hours
has
later.
brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be
Yay!
working with Mr.
That was
Dvorak
quick.
on behalf of the Qixing
2
to
hours.
facilitate the
Fastest
organization
approval
of this
ever.
concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Fastest approval for any event ever. I don't think I've ever had grants that gone this fast. Like, well, yeah. Unbelievably efficient,
Please.
yes.
The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely
Yes,
moved things
but
forward to the next step.
People in your position never go
On
this
a more
fast.
personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative.
Yeah, ka-ching.
As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Love it, love
Thank
it.
you so much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up.
You know what? Mood.
Never in my
Big
wildest
mood.
dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true.
Big mood.
Right.
Dvorak.
Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in. Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another
I feel
time.
like this will bite you back in the ass. Or like,
Ganyu? What's wrong?
uh-oh, what's happening?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy
let us
are
help.
needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might
that's
have
an
been
idea.
an Adeptus. What do you think?
It's Cloud Retainer.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast.
She's your ancestor.
I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
Surprise.
You bet they're real. Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yes.
Yeah, to trap you in, Amber.
Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
Ooh. It'll be
I
the
see.
case of, like,
I think I
posters. Do you know
understand the
this man's
situation
ancestor?
now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Delegation. You
that
finally
was also
learned
my
it.
thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
You're learning
I can
work-life
probably
balance.
get through
Yes.
everything in 2
Bless.
days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait,
No.
what do you mean as long as
Track
I
that
don't
back.
sleep?
Yes, thank
Even
you.
for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your
Learn
health.
from Kaching. She's had
Some
to
of it does
deal
not
with this
sound
before.
persuasive coming from Kuching.
But 3 moons
Bye,
from the
Juan.
start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining
Yeah,
a
we had
healthy
to beat
work-life
it into
balance.
you, Kaching.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the
The
time,
third day is just
would you
sleeping.
join me for this search? You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company. Okay, then let's meet back here
Alright.
in 3 days.
We're on a treasure hunt. We still have bamboo shoots in our bag.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I really...
Bless.
I just...
Bless this man.
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't
Ooh.
that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this Lantern Rite a true extravaganza.
Hell
We
yeah.
should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming to you.
Alrighty.
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music?
Oh my god.
What
this
does it
one's gone
mean to you?
forever. Ah!
Music sounds nice?
Does Paimon not listen to music? I guess she's been too busy
Truth be
following us
told,
around.
the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
Wow, okay. I did not expect this update to also deal with, like, art. But it's interesting, though, that the last few Genshin updates have, the special events have really dealt with the power of art in society. Like, you have this with the music festival. You had Nilu's sort of story, which was about, you know, family perspective to arts, but, like, also with the big Sumeru storyline, Archon Quest, where her, art is a means of rebellion against oppressive governments. Then you had the bit with the Golden Apple Archipelago, and Fischl, especially with theater. There was a lot of theater happening. It's cool. There was like the literature festival that happened as well in Inazuma, one of the first big international events they did after Inazuma opened up. That's really cool. I really appreciate that, you know, having been involved in both the arts myself, especially performing arts, but also literature and, you know, stuff like that, and games, kind of more on like the periphery. I've made a couple of games, but it's mostly been like games events and stuff. And you don't often see like a crossover between the two because both worlds tend to think the other world's weird. Like,
now this is what I call a moment of solitude.
Shut up, Shinjo. Anyways, no, what was I saying? Yeah, so you don't like, I don't see as much crossover as there could be. You know, like, you have interactive performances that borrow a lot from games, but also like games, and games can take a lot for performance art, specific in terms of like storytelling and building an audience. And that's why in 2020 I ran a fringe festival on Animal Crossing, where, you know, we built an island Animal Crossing with different venues and stuff, and for 12 hours did a live stream. People performed and like did talks and played games, and it was great. It was a great experiment and such a great opportunity for artists to get engaged with games on their level. And I sort of, and there's also this project I've been working on, which is to stage an English stage adaptation of The Great Ace Attorney. There's been like, Japan's ahead of the curve in it. There's been a number of Japanese stage play adaptations of the Ace Attorney series. Not so much Great Ace Attorney, but the other ones.
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
I'm switching you. And you know, Japan's always been ahead of the curve on this, with like Persona 5 has had a stage play, Danganronpa had a stage play. It just about every video game has had a stage play. In English, well, not so much, and so I'm trying to pull one off for the English version of The Great Ace Attorney, because I think the Sherlock Holmes Victorian England hook has a lot to offer. Right now it's at the stage of trying to convince a company to partner with me so we can get a license with Capcom. Capcom is keen. They want a proposal, but they only license to companies, and I am but one person, so try to figure that out. I want to get a company on board, apply license with Capcom, and then we'll see how we go. So yeah, I feel like in my observations, something's happened. Yeah, games have been like more open to performing arts. Like, you see Genshin's been doing that. And I'm see what this happened.
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city
my God,
with
what's
the goal
happening
of
now?
uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival. I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast.
Adeptus voice
I was wary
lady.
of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang. But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that case,
Yeah, Kuching, you're busy enough as it is. There's
so much going on.
different things in the city that needs your attention.
Thank you, Fluckatwit. I hope you pull it off too.
Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it. Well, she will handle it.
With the Traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with.
She's so popular.
Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Yujing Terrace and let me know.
Will do. And say hi to Ningguang for us.
you have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Good luck.
Okay, are we done with the cutscenes? Go to the place Baiwan mentioned. We'll hang out for a bit. I'm gonna grab my dinner from the microwave. It's just a TV dinner. Be right back.
According to today's Forest Patrol route map, we need to head here first, then make our way over to there? There's a lot of writing.
Okay, I'm back. If you hear rustling of plastic or random cutlery, it's me. I'm having dinner so that I don't fall in a blood sugar coma. If you need food, go grab food. Okay, where was I? Yes. We have a place to go to. Something I wanted to like mention before we got sort of interrupted by this cutscene was about like expanding on games and video and art a little bit. As part of the Great Ace Attorney sort of proposal writing thing, I did audience research survey. We had like over 400 people responded, which was great. And one of the things I wanted to found out was that are you more familiar with video games or performing arts? And if so, would you take a chance to try the other side? So, you know, you're a gamer and maybe you haven't like gone to a show before, or you watch a lot of shows but you don't really play games, or like, you know, what's your level of familiarity with either? And I found that there were a lot more people who were gamers who hadn't seen shows before but were interested in doing so, and they saw this potential Great Ace Attorney adaptation as an entryway for them, because they were interested enough in the Great Ace Attorney as a story, as an IP, that they will see it in whatever medium there is, right? Including a stage play. So they're willing to give stage plays a chance if it involves a medium, a story that they're interested in. Whereas people who are performing arts first, like, they might go see the Great Ace Attorney because it's a stage play, and like, especially, you know, with the Sherlock Holmes, Victorian England, kind of in history of Japan a little bit there, that's sort of the who's going by. But they are less likely to try out gaming if they're not already gamers. And it just, the responses were like, oh, I don't know that I have like hours to spend on a game. Or, you know, like they all assume that games are like this multi-hour extravaganza, like Genshin Impact kind of is, or like massive RPGs, and not necessarily aware of like, you know, smaller games like story games or whatever. And it was interesting for, like, even if the game is about their favorite story, like a book, like a Sherlock Holmes game, they're a Sherlock Holmes fan, or, you know, like they're a big Austen fan and there's a Jane Austen game, they're not willing to like take that step as much because they feel like they're worried about the time commitment was something that came up a lot. And that was interesting to me, as I said, as someone who has sort of experience in both worlds, but mainly performing arts really, who's trying to bridge the gap. And I was like, you know, it's funny because the performing arts world tends to have a little bit of a disdain for games. It's like, oh, that's not real art, or, you know, live streaming is not real art, even though it's basically like performance art or busking online, you know. Twitch streaming is online busking for a large part, or some sort of performing art, and it's underappreciated. And then COVID happened and they all had to learn how to use it. And I was like, haha, if you didn't had disdain for it, you'll be figuring out how to do this way earlier. Anyway, but like games people are way more willing to give like theater a chance. They just need like they want a story. Like, they might not go if it's like they don't know what's going on with the story. They're like, I don't know what's going on. But if it's like their story, they will go above and beyond if it's like a story to support, if it's like an IP they're interested in. And I feel like there's something there. And then you see like with games like Genshin Impact, they've got Commedia dell'arte in the game with the Fatui Harbinger. They've got you know, Dvorak and all the Fontaine people, and Foot and Yunjin with the actual Chinese opera. And I feel like games are trying to reach out to performing arts. They're drawing a lot of inspiration for performing arts. They're trying to reach out to that world, and I just want performing arts to sort of like see the same way, and sort of see, and not just in like, oh, I'm incorporating technology into my performance, which is, you know, fun and interesting and useful, but also just in terms of like engaging with video games as like an art form, as a story, or like as a platform. Like, what does that look like? I was thinking streaming could be introducing game. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, there's a lot that streamers could take from performing arts too, like in terms of stage presence and stuff like vocal warm-ups, or, you know, like audience participation, and, you know, like if you're performing to a small audience, or like you're streaming of one person, and it could help like performance artists. So I think there could be a two-way relationship. And I know like a lot of like I mentioned earlier, like because of COVID and lockdowns and how a lot of artists, you know, couldn't perform, like all the venues were shut down, right? We are stuck at home. That's where a lot of artists sort of try to figure out live streaming, like how do you do theater on YouTube or Twitch, or record something, and you know, what if you only had like a phone camera, how to start work. It's sort of fascinating to see everyone trying to figure this out as they go along, but still that bridge did not quite get crossed. There's still a little bit of a gap. There's still a little bit of a video games are not real art situation that find frustrating, but there's some changes. There's our state government did a Vic Screen strategy, with sort of like the strategy for screen media support in the next 5 years, and one part of it is like bringing together video games and screen culture with other creative industries, which I'm really into. This is exactly my jam. This is something I'm really interested in for the next few years. And you know, Australia Council for the Arts, which is like the biggest federal arts funding body in Australia, they released a whole like digital media strategy, because they were historically not very good at supporting video games. Just look up Escape from Woomera if you want context. But they're changing that now, and I want to give a shout out to whoever was writing the strategy document thing, and included like so much references to fan fiction. There was so much stuff about fan fiction there. Who in the Australia Council stuff is a fangirl? Like, can we chat? But oh no, Flock of Teeth. Sorry, you got timed out. Because they think you're too chatty apparently. Hang on, let me fix that. Sorry, it did that to you remember, you were there in the last stream where it was like timing out people unnecessarily. So let me just read out, because it's not showing up on screen on chat, because Stream Elements is a little bit too vociferous, so it's not going to show up on chat. It's not going to show up on the VOD. But let me just read out what stream could be introduced again to performance. People like Cardboard Cowboy are doing entire live shows on Twitch, and like, not that he's doing a gaming stream, but people often think I will come to Twitch for games and then find other content too. Yeah, for sure. I hope you're not timed out anymore. Yeah, maybe. Sorry, how do I yes, you should be able to chat now. Sorry, Stream Elements, I'm gonna make you regular again. This happened last time. So yes, for those of you who are watching the VOD, or you know, not necessarily seeing the chat, sorry about that. Testing. Yes, I guess Stream Elements is a bit like you're sending too many messages in a row, and maybe that's what's setting off. My apologies, but you're fine. You should be good to chat. Yes, there's so much potential. Anyway, all right, let's go figure this out. All right. I tried to fix it because Brad and Mario were getting like timed out. Twitch being ableist to 88 years. Oh my god. It's not Twitch, it's Stream Elements specifically. Alright. While we're here, let's level up our health a little bit. Honestly though. Stream Elements. I'm gonna ban you. Alright, where am I going? That way. Like, normally I'll use the map, but I can't see the map in my current state. So I'm relying on this sort of like little quest marker thing. So we are... There we go. What's happening? What sort of hour-long cutscene are we gonna be?
Byron said the strange tomb is coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this.
Yelan.
So, it's you two.
Mommy.
Yelan? How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
Don't mind me going on mute for a little bit. I'm just eating some dinner and you don't need to hear my chewing noises. Alright. Investigation! Yes. Ooh. Oh my god. You're so finicky.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here.
There is this mysterious tree. Hang on. I don't need. I want to know what this is. What is this tree rocks? Whack, 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 whack. Oop. A lungs. Exquisite chest. Oh my god, secrets.
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor.
Secrets. Alright, what other clues do I need? I need something by the door.
The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in.
Okay, there's a third clue. Oh, there's a treasure chest that needs to be on fire. Why? Because we need to get this out. Ta-da!
Huh. Let's appraise the value on this.
So we need to find a third thing, which is here. Ah. Yanfi is on fire. Let me examine the window.
This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all.
Okay, well, we found nothing.
How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Yaelon, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well, Paimon gives up then.
I don't know, Yaelon, you might be testing us.
What about you? Give up as well? Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available, after all.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
Oh god. His
the victims
ancestor,
obviously will have gotten quite a
the
fright,
lady of the ancestor,
but at least they won't be in any great
is a
danger.
bandit.
The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal. On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
We have been embroiled into so many schemes right now. And they're not even Chinese New Year yet.
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down.
Chase after Yelan.
Here, look at this.
Dun, dun, dun.
These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction. Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire.
They got a balloon.
Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
Oh, they've got a balloon. Which is actually a thing in this game. Oop.
There they are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent!
Bandits.
Not the treasure hoarders again! And so close to Lantern Ride, too! 'Tis not the season for their antics!
Is
Come
it a
on,
treasure hoarder though?
let's round them up.
Alright. Battle time. And it turns out we get the wrong people.
Hey! Who are you? Where did you come from?
You don't know who I am.
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps
Some guy.
not, but you should be.
Oh my god, I'm Yelan. I am only
Quiet
Yelan.
now.
Wow, okay. Why did you have to be an archer?
Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all. But there's no going back now.
I find archers
Better up my
very
game.
hard to play, honestly. Oop, and you're dead. It is because aiming on a PlayStation is very difficult.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I love Laura.
I won't,
Cross.
I swear.
She's the VA for Yelan. She voices like
you know,
Primrose and Octopath Traveler, which I love.
Lantern Right's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So
a newbie.
I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
So it's not you.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay. Continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself.
Oh my god.
I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did. And they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition.
No,
It'll be like
such
it was
a
never
newbie.
gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend lantern right behind bars.
Dun dun.
Yes? Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You
Yeah,
know,
white supremacy.
as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest
He
living?
gets a gig at the music festival.
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information. So play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here.
Ooh, is the Dvorak suspicious?
You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too.
Dun dun dun.
See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Yeon's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody. Although,
Breaking the fourth wall.
It's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again. Right? How could anyone not be? When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing.
What if it's the same tune?
And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes. Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense.
Yep.
Paimon's
Contextual.
musical understanding improves again.
I'm gonna make
Anyway,
you
now that
an artist at
everything's
this rate.
resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Paimon's still waiting for us with our random event rewards.
Oh my god. You're so meta. You're so meta, my god. Alright, back down. We skipped a random event to get through all of this, and now we're getting random event rewards anyway. Hooray. Alright, back to government house we go. Which is a little bit of a roundabout way of getting there. We still have... Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Ah! No! Oh no, he died! He died in the river. This happens to me all the time. I never remember. Such a shallow river, no one ever helps him out.
Time to act.
You think they give you achievements for like dying in random circumstances, but like dying in that river should really honestly get you an achievement. Whee! Alright. We've done an errand for you.
Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted!
That's great news! Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
She's the president of this area.
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
Hello.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies.
Ooh.
Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion.
The most supportive government.
Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it?
Oh, I missed that. I missed that entirely.
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wonder whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Ooh.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm unsure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend.
In quotation marks.
I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Absolutely. Hey! And we still have mystery bamboo shoots! We should unlock something. What have we unlocked? What have we unlocked? Activities! Ooh, okay. We have Radiant Sparks, which is Yao Yao. During Lantern Rite, somebody, I can't read this far, a recruiter for the Adventurers Guild is eagerly running, have to get it. Oh, okay, so Adventurers Guild is doing something. Paper Theater. Something with Yoon Jin. Some, like, any Adepti Demons. Oh, I can't read. Everything is so small on my screen. Vigilance at Sea. Beidou! Pirate Lady. During Lantern Rite, things like being the Navigator. Okay, Queen Lady sounds so menacing. Oh, Ningguang. Yeah, so Yelan, who you just saw, the sort of spy lady in blue, Beidou, this woman, and Ningguang, the sort of Queen Lady you're talking about. I call them the Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss trio of Liyue. And Beidou and Ningguang they're dating. They're totally dating. It's very subtle, but they're dating. There's Yelan again behind the scenes. And adventurers busy with certain tasks. Okay, so we've got activities. talk to a whole pile of people. Okay, so we have this. Is there something to show Queen? Okay. And then we've got the Al-Haytham story. So, you know, I got some time, got some energy. Let's see.
I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
Oops. Well, yes, but also more accurately, I want to go here. Oh, there's things. All right. So there's a part 2. There's a part 2 that happens tomorrow. Which I'll probably unlock like on my own time. Let's do. I was hoping to get like the little like screen thing again, but you know, we're talking about arts today. We've got like a bit of an arts discussion happening. Let's continue that. Let's look at the show. So we're going to the North Wharf, which is apparently not too far away from here. Let's do another arty thing. Let's do another arty thing. At least you can fly down to it without drowning. Whee! Keep getting caught on ledges.
Time to act.
Having the food partway through the stream helped a lot. Helped a lot. Alright, what long cutscene do we need now? Oh! Paimon's not voicing. A performance going on at the North Wharf. Ah ha ha ha. Stop. Paimon is where the location is, but we can't find it. We can always ask people on the street. There's a lot of people here. Ah, Paimon also sees it. Whoa, so many people are gathered there. Maybe just for show. Well, let's ask around. Oop. You go like 2 seconds. Fortune and health, peace and wealth. Hello. Is there going to be a performance here soon? Yes, it's going to be a paper play. Oh, we got the Yunjin thing. Are you guys here for it too? Is it a Liyue? Oh, it's a shadow puppets. Shadow puppets. No, paper plays and Liyue operas are not the same thing. See, Ching, your show's about to begin. Be quiet or you'll affect the performance. Sorry. As for the paper play, you'll know it when you see it. It's shadow puppets. It's absolutely shadow puppets. Honored guests, we will be performing Bravebeard today. Before the show, if you want to leave to the restrooms or grab a beverage, now's a good time. We will wait for no one when the show begins. Let's follow this guy's advice. All right, everyone, go take a break. Go take a minute. We'll do the same thing we did earlier when I was waiting for the food to show up. I'll be right back in about like 5 minutes or so. Okay, we're back. The time has changed and while we were waiting. I hope if you've had your bathroom break, your hydration break. And we're going to see a show. So this performance is actually called Bravebeard, but I was never heard of this story. We can still hear you even at a whisper. Keep it down. You can toggle during intermission selection. Sorry. Intermission selection? What's that? The story of the Bravebeard is quite long. In fact, it'll be too long to do it all in one go. So, you ain't going to let the audience pick which scene they want to see during intermission. See? Performance art can borrow from video games. Choose your ending. Oh my god, this is excellent. I don't think I've ever seen a show that's done this. I've been to a bunch of, sort of a handful of like interactive theater type things. But I don't think any of the ones I've been to have given you the opportunity for a different ending. There was one I saw a few years ago, which was kind of Alice in Wonderland in 1940s Berlin. So of course Nazis are involved in the story. You sort of follow like different people around and get their story. And then at the end, you know, the cabaret club owner is being arrested by Nazi police and taken away. And throughout this entire show, you are given these playing cards as tokens. And then you sort of like end up exchanging the cards with the different performers after a while. And kind of the thing that happens is that through the story, everyone started off with like an ace of hearts and it turns into an ace of spades. Just by virtue of like the events of the story. And the ace of spades is supposed to be kind of the Nazi like calling card. And there's sort of this moment of like, oh, the cabaret club owner's like, oh no, they're on my side, and then the police is like, everyone show your cards, and because everyone's got the ace of spades at this point, it's like, see, they're on our side. I had anticipated something like this was gonna go down, and so when they were giving out the ace of hearts cards beforehand, I kept mine, and because I was somehow in the route that led to the reveal of Alice being a Nazi. So Alice plays is like ingenue newbie singer to the cabaret, and you find out she's actually like a secret Nazi spy. And I was on that route. I remember being like, oh, holy shit, what the fuck, edit. And then I get really involved with audience participation. Like I think I'm taking escape room is how I go about it. So I would just try to inform everybody. I would just like, you know, like, shh, don't trust Alice, she's a Nazi, and you know, like trying to warn people. And they're into it because it's an interactive piece, right? So you're playing along. And then, so by the end of it, when they were like trying to take the cabaret club owner away because everyone's not inside, I tried to save this guy. I held up my hidden hearts card and I was like, no, I still have this, but they did not plan for anyone to do this. And so there was like no opportunity to change the story, but they remembered that because I went up to them afterwards and I was like, I wish there was a way I could save you. And it made them think about like, oh, maybe having an alternate ending to this play. And I got to like not meet the guy afterwards, the David Butler who played the cabaret club owner. He was the accompaniment to Bradley's like cabaret, Brad's Storer, Flock of Thieves. You remember Brad, he was in the chat last time. Best friend, best boy. So he was also doing the accompanying pair for Brad's recent cabaret project, and he didn't recognize me at first, and because I guess we had only met it like twice, and I was like, I was the one trying to save you at that show. It's like, oh my god, it's you. So yeah, more of this, please. Alternate endings. This is fun. I'm sure there must have been like at least a play or two somewhere that has done like an alternate ending type thing, but like to get to choose the ending. A pitch, guys. Cheesing, I'm trying to listen to the play. The poor boy. Oh, I won't butt in anymore, I promise. So dear guest, what part of the Bravebeard story would you like to see today? Would you like to see mountain board? Or worshipping adepti? Maybe exercising demons? Or ascension? I mean, I think about it, improv is kind of like this. Because they're working on audience prompts. I don't know that they necessarily have like very like set endings. And I've done improv before. I've done like short form, long form improv. Long form improv is like a whole thing in all of itself. But You know, I don't know that there's just like preset endings like this is. As long as you can name it, I can perform. Oh, it's you! I want to see the Bravebeard fight monsters. He is so handsome and wins every time. You've seen watching me adapt and so starting demons so many times already. Haven't you got tired of it? I want to see the part where the Bravebeard goes home to see his sister. The Bravebeard has a sister? How have I never heard of this? I definitely haven't seen that before. I don't know what's fuzzing the kids. How impressive! Not many people will request homecoming. After all, only the real fans know about it. Alright, just enough for Lantern Rite. We will not perform the plots featuring monsters. We shall spin a tale of how lovers end up together. Here are the 3 characters who shall appear in this scene, aside from Bravebeard, with whom you are familiar, of course. There's also a lonely girl named Yi Bing and an honest gentleman named Nan Feng. Do you understand any of this, Minali? Paimon's still confused. So this is a story about a guy called Bravebeard, right? It looks like there's a lot of supporting characters as well. But so far, there's only one performer on stage. And there's a folding screen? How's it gonna work? It's shadow puppets, fine. Hey, someone has never seen a paper play before. Someone in the back asks how I, a lone performer, can be in different places at once and make this performance work. It's called doing a one-person show. Shadow puppet or no, this is Paimon. Just go to just look up your local fringe festival. About like half the catalog is people doing one-person shows. They pull it off. Well, our players may not be as exquisite as Liyue operas, but we certainly have our own distinctive flavors. As you may know, the characters in Liyue operas are portrayed by real people in the flesh. The actors in a performance, however, are portrayed with paper figures pasted on silk. There we go. And Liyue operas take place at a large wooden stage. The stage for our performances, however, is but a paper screen on a wooden shelf. Our actors and stages are all made of paper. That's why we call it a paper play. Now I wonder if like shadow puppets also have alternate endings. I'll look this up. I said I didn't never remember to do so. I am the narrator, but I am no actor. You will meet the 3 paper actors in just a moment. Yingong, I don't think they know about the Bravebeard either. Would it be okay if you introduce them to this story? You know, the one you always start with. That's called the establishment. Child is a theater, like, prodigy. That's called the establishing moment. I've always enjoyed that too. Please perform it for us, Yingong. Establishing moment! Establishing moment! Oh, this theater kids. It is said the sky's the limit, but the woes of the world are also limitless. There was once a man named Huang Gong, suffering from human injustice, who resorted to dwelling amongst the mountains and the rivers. By chance, he became a disciple of an adeptus, changed his appearance, and grew a black beard. Thus, he is known as the Bravebeard. We cannot call this guy Blackbeard because of potential copyright issues. At the behest of the adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons with his sword. The Bravebeard trained for many years and finally acquired the philosophy of the adeptus. Right before he returned to the temporal abode, he was summoned to recall the past. It turned out that he still had an attachment to the common folk society, where he had a sister at home. The poor sister, Yi Bing, was now alone and helpless. She thought that her brother had lived a miserable life and never imagined that he would return home. As to what happened next, I shall show you right away. Hey, don't stand there! Clap! Bravo! Is there a rule about when we should clap? Okay. Thank you all. We're supposed to continue the show, but I can tell that these 2 guests are still a little perplexed. They're very, accommodating. I think it would be better if I asked these 2 to volunteer from the audience by coming forward and assisting me in directing the scene. That is asking a lot. Wow. It will give you both a good look, and it will help the actors move forward on the stage. What do you think? This is great. Hey, why didn't you invite me? I know all about paper plays. You gotta remember to invite me. You just gotta. He's me. He is me, whatever you audience participation show. You've been there many times already. Quit making a fuss and enjoy the show. That's fine by me. Help direct the scene. That sounds so novel. It's also fine by Paimon. Then I shall ask you 2 to prepare. As soon as you two are in position, the performance will begin. Okay. Okay, so we are putting on a show. We are putting on a show. Let's talk to this two. Why is the brave beard so formidable? I wish I could be as strong as him. And this is your friend. I've seen Bravebeard so many times to the point where I can memorize every line. But don't worry, I won't spoil the story. I'm way better than that. Okay, there's all these other people, other kids. Alright, what are we doing? We need to go up to this guy. Hello. So, are you guys ready? Sure! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you Homeward Bravebeard. Bye, flock of teeth. Can for coming. Sorry you got timed out. I will need to readjust stream elements. Bye. Thanks for coming back. Alright, so we're doing a homecoming scene 1. How many scenes are there? It's 2, 3. Okay, so that's the 4 stories with 3 scenes. So it'll take a while. Mercy to exercise, life to save, a parting from closest kin to brave. What are the rewards? Ooh, okay. So you get primos, you get tokens, you get stuff. Okay, let's start. After the performance begins, the actor named Huang Gang will move at a fixed speed across the stage and will change directions upon making contact with the paper theater's edge or any obstacles. Okay. Traps will appear to impede the journey of Huang Gang. Touching them will cause the performance to fail. Move the stage section to change his path and avoid traps such as he can reach his destination. Okay. So we need to enter the room. Cool. How do we... Okay, so there's instructions, but I'm gonna go closer to read it. Positions. Okay, so we need to like... So it's basically like this tile puzzle type thing, so we need to switch. Okay, can we... No! There we go. Sorry. Dun dun dun. He goes to the house. Right, okay. So the direction matters. Successful performance. Alright. Next scene. Oh, they're very quick. So we can do all of this. Okay. Enter the room. Alright. So we need to... Oops. Okay, so I need to move you here because he's moving from the other direction and move that trap. Aha! Okay, scene 2 sorted. Yay! Over the mountains, a distance vast, one in a dream to meet at last. Okay. So there's a trap. Oh, the actor's locked. Okay. Oh, never mind. There you go. Hello. We found the sister. You being your brother's home. There we go. We made a show. Oh, sorry, I'm pressing the wrong button. Yay! Congratulations, we made a show. This is very quick. I think we can do all of them today. Unless it... Oh, we can't do all of them today. You know why? Because all of these unlocks over days. Right, so they don't... They've accounted for people like me that like binge through everything. Okay, well that was entertaining. Oh, we got something in the battle pass too. So let's see. Here it is. Ooh, I've already got up a level. I get some adventures experience. This is also bing bonged for me. Event details.
If my
so that's what this is. Paper theater.
Correct. Wanwen Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of...
Yeah, we know. Okay, so we've got... Okay, so this is all the little, like, things you could do. Great! Alrighty! Okay, so we've done paper theater. It's coming up to 9, and I know, like...
Might we add a small detour to our adventure?
We are coming up to time. I sort of plan to have this end at around 9 p.m. I know, like, today has been a lot of cutscenes after cutscenes, just starting off this entire thing. I mean, I can hang around for like a few minutes. Just because I feel like we're just getting started. But also, like, you know, like these activities, for example, there's like, it unlocks every day. You know what? Let's like, I got my dailies. Do I care about them? Not particularly. Let's see. Like, I've got enough keys to do the story quest, so I'm not too fast. Do I want the dailies? Yeah. Let's like wrap this up with. I mean, I can do the dailies on my own time. Watching this in a bigger screen, I can see what's going on. Let's wrap this up with everyone's favorite thing to do, which is start wishing. Let's see. So I've got enough for a 10 pull on this. I am free to play, so I'm not gonna go too crazy. But let's try the Al-Haytham banner. Let's try it. Probably like past PD or something. Like I got Ayato in the last banner, so definitely it's 50-50 for me. All right, let's see. 10 pull. We get purple. They always make it a little orange. All right, we got. Who do we get? Emerald Orb, nothing. Cool Steel, blah blah blah. Just, you know, usual fodder. Yunjin, which I already have, and find you very difficult to build. Kind of wish it was Xinyan or Yaya, because I don't have either of you yet. And this is the fodder. Okay, so we got Yunjin. You got Yunjin, who I already have. Let's see. How many of these can I buy? I'll convert some. And then this. That gives me. How many does this let me do? Ooh. I can do another 10 pull. Let's do another 10 pull. This time it's of course another purple, because it's a 10 pull, so we're going to 4-star. Okay. You know what this is, you know what this is. You know what this is. Xinyan! We got a Xinyan. I have not had Xinyan before, so hello, welcome. Welcome, Xinyan. Now I can safely pick, yeah, in the Latin right thing. More fodder. Xinyan! Ooh, C1 Xinyan already, okay. Okay, C1 Xinyan. Okay, great. Cool, that's about it. I don't even have enough for a 1 pull, let alone 2 pull, a 10 pull. Okay, welcome, Xinyan, to the fray. And Eugene also is now C. I've gotta like repeat of Xinyan. So Xinyan, welcome, and you're ready to come with a C1. Strength could hit, in case attack speed. Okay. Alrighty. And Yunjin, we have. Where are you? You're around somewhere. So I'll show you my characters in a second. Oh, build 2, I'm build 4. Okay, you're C3 Yunjin, even though trying to build you up is a pain. So I haven't managed to use you because you're very difficult. Alright, so
I never embarked.
Let me show you who I have. So I have Xingqiu. My highest for everyone is level 7. Well, not everyone. The highest I go for my core crew are level 79. Just because trying to get them to the next level up, which is like sort of the highest star level you can go, like takes as much material as like all the preceding ones before it, and that's just like too much hassle. So I rather build up everybody else before I do anything. Xingqiu, sort of my main Hydro person. Then Cole is my main Danger person. Like her sort of Colin Amber thing is very useful. We've got Yanfei, my main Pyro, and Raiden Shogun, my main Electro, who my mom has once called Pocahontas for some reason. There's a Traveler. Traveler's the only one I've managed to level up because I got all her materials. was easy. Dendro Child's pretty good. Dendro is really good. Dendro is cracked. So I got Venti as my main animal person. Oh man, he's flying. He's getting to like high up above. Noelle's my main Geo. Noelle, my baby. Oh, she was so close to level 82. My baby Noelle. She was my healer. She was my shield. I've had her since like when I got the banner made. Like Lisa's story quest was impossible until I got her. Love her so much. She's my favorite. She and one other guy. She's cinnamon roll. Sucrose have got leveled up. Like she's sometimes useful if I want to do like a big animal thing, but Venti's usually my go-to. Kaya's my other dude. I have cosplayed as Kaya, as manga Kaya specifically with the white suit. Kaya, you give me gender envy. The thing is, I've known people who act like Kaya in real life, like you kind of that sort of smug swagger, kind of full of himself a little bit. They've turned out to be terrible people, so I don't trust them in IRL. But Kaya's very entertaining, and I think he's sincere. Like most sincere the people I've had to deal with, but Kaya, man, gender envy. Kaya gives me freaking gender envy, man. Fischl, useful if I want to do like electro where I have to like point direct energy at someone. Jianling, useful. I use her mainly for like things where double pyros are useful, like Cryo Regisvine or stuff like that. But people love her. I don't get it. I just find her like her pyro sort of like the spinny thing she does as her burst is it's very handy, and Goba is useful. But like I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype. D-Look, I haven't used him. I just never need help with adding enough materials. But I remember trying D-Look out with story quest thing. I was like, that's very handy. Took me forever to get him. I lost Kazuha to him, and not just him. I lost Kazuha to like a constellation of him. And I'm like, go to give me a different 5-star. Like at least give me someone I haven't used yet. Candace, I've leveled up because I was curious to try a different Hydro. She's a little bit disappointing. I mean, I'm sure she has her users, but like for my purposes, like maybe I just haven't built her right. But I mean, she wasn't necessarily sort of someone I gel with playing with, but worth a shot. Ayato, I just got at the last banner. I'm trying to build him up, but he needs so much Sakura, and I'm trying to cook everyone's dishes, and that's like a whole other layer. You need so much Sakura. Oh my god, how much have I got? Like barely anything. Like the Hydro Cube thing is manageable once I figured out what the deal was. It's this. Why, bro? Why? Yelan, say this ruined serpent nonsense. I do not like. Goro I got recently, and I had enough to like level him up, but I haven't used him. I find archers, as I said, very difficult to use. Ningguang, which I could use more. I mean, she's probably worth building up a little bit because she's pretty like interesting and fun to use. I haven't understood her shield a little bit. Like it sounds very cool in theory, but I don't think I quite understand how it works. Layla I got. I haven't really used her yet, but I got her. Like when you do the trials and stuff, she's been like interesting to play. Dory I got again, haven't super used yet. Beidou I was using for a long time as about Electro until I got Rider Shogun, and she's pretty powerful. Barbara I feel like because I was looking for like Hydro healers for both because it's cracked with Dendro. And also could always use the healer in my team. I was thinking about, should I level Barbara up a little more? But I got Zincho up and I managed to make Zincho work. But I might focus on Barbara a little bit if it doesn't pan out. Toma, like, I like him as a character. Service up boy, my jam. But that's revealing a lot about myself. But just like gameplay wise, I feel like don't think I quite understand him. I feel like he's like Jin Yang in a way where it's just like I think a lot of people like don't super like Toma gameplay wise. I was very excited to be like, oh my god, a new pyro person that's not Amber, because I found like archers very hard to deal with. But people were like, well, they're gonna have to wait till Inazuma to get his mirrors. Like dang. Yunjin mentioned before, wish I could use you, but building you is so difficult because your boss is excruciatingly hard. I was trying to get like a whole artist team on, so I was trying for Nilu, but I didn't get Nilu. Hazel for my Ace Attorney team. You also need this hack. Very annoying. Ruined Serpent Think. Why? Sayu seems viable. I just like I fought the Magu Kenku like once, like not counting the sort of the quest where it involves him. Bennett. Everyone loves Bennett. Everyone freaking loves Bennett. I only just got Bennett like very recently. I think in the last banner I got Bennett. So I haven't really had a chance to super use him and see what he's like. Like, Pyro Healer could work out, replace Yanfei, but we'll see. Maybe I'll give him a shot. I only just got him. I literally only just got him. Amber, you know, I think her main problem is more that I find archers difficult to use on the PS4. That's mainly it. Like, so you know, Yanfei was sort of more useful in the I need to get a specific pyro thing to go on, like, you know, with the pillars and stuff. But she's sweet. Zhongli, I got him randomly on a banner.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Oh my god, it's fucking Osmanthus wine.
But where are those who share?
This is I've heard it in context. Again, like, I didn't really understand him. It took me a while to get what his deal is, and I just got him randomly on a wish that I probably could have saved for someone else, but I got him now. I think after I got him, I was like, oh, I could do an Archon theme and get Nahida. I really wanted Nahida. I didn't get Nahida. Zhao, I got on Yelan's banner when she first came out. I got Yelan in, like, my first 10 pull, which surprised me, and then I was like, alright, we'll got Yelan. Because I wanted Yanfei in Noel consultations, so I was just wishing on those two banners. I got Zhao very quickly. Chi-Chi. Do I have her like multiple times or just the once? Just the once, but yeah, I got Chi-Chi and then I got Zhao. She like, there's been events that used her, and she seemed like more useful than people like give her credit for. Mona I got very recently. Haven't really built her up yet. Haven't had a chance to use her. Only just got her in the last banner or so, I think. Trying to get somebody. Rosaria, I've had for a while, never used her. Diona, again, healer, yes, but archer, very difficult. Chong Yun, I feel like I could maybe use if I wanted more cryo people, but I love Kaya. Cookie Shinobu, my Ace Attorney team, but again, why? Why do you need this? Why? Kujo Sara, yeah, archer, don't really have much use for archers. Like, I use archers when they have a thing they have, like a little pet they have. Like, Koleamba is super useful. You know, stuff like that. But Venti's sort of like little floaty thing is very handy. But otherwise, I'm just like, why? Lisa, bless her. Haven't had a chance to, like, I remember using her at the beginning. And Jinyan, who I just got. Can I level you up? I can. Oh, hell yeah. Let's do that. Let's like induct you in this. So I was like go sort of like a level 2 down. And then I sort of go as high as I can get. So saving up all this. Actually. Sorry, Zinyan, hang on 2 secs. Yeah, so you don't waste too much HP, and now you're at level 20. And I can ascend you, even though I might not use you.
That's the groove, alright.
Wow, okay. Alright, so I can't ascend you yet, because I need to fight a Pyro Redis Vine, I think, to get your stuff. But, I mean, it will be straightforward to do it. But I'm not in any huge rush. So, great! We've got more people in our crew.
Book to accompany me.
Hoorah. Let me see how many standard banner things I have. 1. I had more and then used them up. Should have saved them. Alright, let me just do one last thing real quick before I sign off, which is we've got... Ooh, new area. Here's the new area like open and unlocked. Some of this I'll do like in my own time. Like if I had to like wait till streaming to unlock everything, I'd be very frustrated. So I'll do one last thing and then I'll like sign out. Just to see where we are with the thing. I might continue on my journey to like get all the food, which is what another round in Inazuma. Totally forgot that was the thing I was doing. Then I'll sign out because it's been like 2 hours. Well, we'll just check if they are Nara. Sweet Aranara. Sweet little potato fairies. Cabbage fairies. Love you. It's so relaxing. I love them. They're so cute. Wee. This took me a while to figure out how to get to that spot. Like, just running around, and I realized the teleport point gets you close. Look at this. Water cabbage. Delicious. Alright, where are we all level-wise? Tree of Dreams, that's what the thing is called. Oh! Why are you talking about the level cap? Weird, it's like release the level cap on the Tree of Dreams, but I did not achieve that yet. What is the map telling me to do? Ah. No. Well, you get to close off with me seeing the beautiful Tree of Dreams and some relaxing music, some beautiful spa music. Thank you for joining me, Flock of Teeth and Robin Addict Fan. See who else is in the chat. We've got Alien Gathering, Alice Dara, 0AX2, Commander Rude, Draftsnet, Ain Fatue 42, and Lurks Extreme Farer. Thanks for coming. My streaming schedule. I was going to stream on Tuesday, but then I wasn't feeling like super well. So I might do another. I might come back on Tuesday. That'd be a wildcard day. Or this Saturday, I'm streaming at Mario Still Plays. 7 p.m. 7:30 p.m. AEDT Melbourne time GMT plus 11. We do Ace Attorney. So we're going through the Ace Attorney series right now. Mario's never played it. I've played the whole thing. On Sunday, I'll be going through Justice for All because I also doing Ace Attorney, but I'm doing stage but you notice my tagline is Stage Magician Plays, right? So I'm a stage magician who plays video games. Maybe I should make that a little clearer in my branding. But you can come by at around 5 p.m. AEDT, so a little early on the Sunday. When I talk about stage magic video games, and we've been working through the Mass Galactica case. You can follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook also. I don't have a logo on there. YouTube as well. You want to catch up afterwards.
It was on a deserted
Patreon.
moonlit night that the hero approached the...
Shush. And of course, Twitch is Critics Tiara. If you're on Mastodon, I'm criticstiara at mage.town. You can see my website criticstiara.com or queerladymagician.com if you want to see my stage magic work. But otherwise, thank you for joining me, and I have no one to raid. But I will see you next time. Bye.